This is a battery for an electric scooter. It's a new kind of copy of E-Twow. It's called Stryder EX. It's about 800-700 euros or something, and he bought this one from Singapore. And it has been severely water damaged. The scooter turns on but immediately turns off, and we think it's the battery. We already had a little peek in here. So I'm gonna do a video when I open this and show you this kind of scooter, E-Twow and Stryder, doesn't have any good weather protection for the battery, because every time I've seen this, it's like this is the only thing protecting the battery, and it's a plastic thingy, and you can see on the screws it's not just a little rust, it's tons of rust. I don't know even if it's possible to unscrew them if there were any more rust on them. And this is the only thing protecting the battery. And the problem gets in here and it slides and it slides all the way in. And even if this one seems to have a good water protection, it has no EVA padding on the bottom. It has EVA padding on the sides, and here you can see it's fine. And on the top here it has some damages, but on the bottom side I don't think it sits that well in the scooter. It probably rides back and forth, and here you can see water, and eventually it will have holes where water can slide in. If it had just a little bit of EVA foam in the bottom and maybe holes where water could come out, you can avoid this. But I haven't seen that before, and the reason is probably because it's such a small space for the battery pack. If you ever open like a Xiaomi, you know that the water protection is very good. The battery actually hangs with 4 screws, so if any water comes in, it will automatically exit rather than going through the battery pack. So if you have E-Twow or Zoom, you should probably not ride in rain. Even one puddle can damage it. As you might have seen before, these kind of pads, they are yellow. They don't look that yellow now, do they? However, it still has voltage, like 37 volts. Strangely enough, it has 39 in the charging port, but only 37 out of this one, which is just a mystery. And here you can see the top side, it still has some damages. And the side over here. So maybe he put the scooter on the side sometimes and water has gone up over here. But here you can see the actual color of the plate. Yeah, you can already see why the battery is not working. Oh, one of the cables is just loose. So the BMS is thinking one of the cells are dead. BMS is still working, and they're using LG low budget cell M26. Which are the worst and cheapest brand cell in the world currently. I don't think it costs like $1 each or something like that in China, so it's very popular. But it lasts like 2 years and has a lot of imbalance. But when you treat your scooter this bad, or if you have a scooter that, then using this kind of cells is maybe the best option. And you can see the extreme amount of rust here in the nickel. Here's on the negative side, and here's more on the positive side, negative side. When you open a damaged battery, you should always cut these ones off, because you do not know where and when they are short-circuited. It's not as dangerous as it looks, but now you can pull on this any way you want, and here you can see all the glue, meaning that it will be very difficult to remove, so just remove the complete BMS. So I removed all the BMS, all the wires coming out of the BMS. So let's look how damaged it is on this side. I usually do not accept electric scooter battery packs, especially if they are water damaged, because there's just very little we can do. But I had a friend who bought an E-Twow second-hand used. She got it really cheap, and I built a battery for her, but I was using spacers between the cells, and the battery was a few micrometers too large to fit in the slide, so I had to rebuild the whole battery pack. She also got a really good price, So I had to spend like several hours extra rebuilding the battery pack. And this is the same kind of space. And what do you think happened to a new battery pack? It was severely water damaged. Because there's just nothing you can do in this scooter. Here you can see it's 10S 3P configuration. In the older E-Twow version, they were actually using 9S, which is just so weird. But she didn't have a charger, so we went ahead and built 10S. We added a new charger, and the E-Twow actually works great. Worked great, I would say. The speed was of course a little higher, and the voltage meter all showed full voltage, even though it was like halfly depleted, so that wasn't that exact. But anyway, it actually works on your E-Twow, building a 10S battery pack. But now, the later version, they have upgraded. They understand that 10S BMS and 10S charger is a lot cheaper, and the system can handle that. So the Zoom has 10S battery packs, and there's still, I can feel water over here. Okay, it's actually 41.68, so this battery pack is fully charged. Well, he bought it for quite much, like 800 euros or something, so we're gonna quote him a fair price. But we can't do that much about the water damage. Still, this is the battery pack's water protection is still good. It has these plates, and it has heat shrink tube, and it has silicone. But still, there is no room on the bottom side to add any kind of extra water protection. So we can use the same config and actually increase the capacity up to 10.5 amp hours instead of 7 or whatever this was.